Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. Today we're going to do a comparison with the Springfield Armory XD Mod3 versus the Springfield Armory Echelon 4.0 Compact. Both great handguns, both have their advantages. Let's start with the XD Mod3. The internet lit up, people were talking about it. It was just a crazy launch because Springfield actually produced a Mod 3 version of the XD series, increased the features substantially and decreased the price. By far, Springfield's lowest cost handgun with an MSRP of $325, and they actually made it better. Now this is a XD40. I have loved this gun, known for reliability and accuracy, very user friendly. This one's just a little bit more. Check out the grip texturing. That's a change they made. Has some ledges there, not finger grooves at all, as well as the slide serrations. The Mod 3 has serrations that go just about throughout the entire slide. They changed the cut on it. It works great. Love the way this works for press checks. If you charge it that way, you get a good grip on the slide. They created a flat face trigger right there, breaking right around 5 pounds. And you'll see, and if you ever shot an XD, you will know that it is very smooth, very crisp trigger. They also have a fiber optic front sight, serrated black, with a couple dots in there for the rear sight. Many people still prefer iron sights. Those are some of the changes. It remains with a cock striker indicator, a loaded chamber indicator if you don't go with an optic. But the greatest change is that they made them optic ready. Now we have seen them on the XDM Elite line, not so much on the XD line until the Mod 3 came out, and it is optics ready. And I have a Siley Ghost HDG big window optic on there, and at the range this thing ran like a champion. Who would think it would be in the budget price in that category type of handgun to perform the way it does? Was just shocking to me. I have given advice to many people who said, hey, what handgun should I get? I don't want to spend a lot of money. I said, get the XD Mod 3. You can't go wrong. Beautiful handgun at a budget price. Wow is the best way to describe it. But also with the wow factor is the Springfield Armory Echelon 4.0 Compact. Amazing handgun. Now when they launched the full-size model with the 4.5-inch barrel, full size, great feel to it, excellent handling, so many features, options out the roof. Nobody could believe it. They built this handgun from the ground up, and it shoots incredibly well, I have to say. This has every feature that the other model has at a smaller and lighter format, and it is really a shooter. Ships with a 15 round mag, but also an 18 round mag. All right, you put that in there and it hangs down a bit. I think that looks super cool. You can see that with the full size, higher capacity, 18-15, but they built this for carry. They said so many people love the full size, they perhaps want to carry it in a smaller handgun. That's what they did. Check this out. It has a trench cut slide here with the forward serrations, makes it very user friendly. Of course, optics ready. They call this a VIS system, variable interface system. It's a pin system which allows the user to use up to 30 different optics. Direct mount. Great idea. Incredible options available to the user, and this is definitely something that I appreciate. Here we have a Vortex Defender ST on there, works great. It has a tritium front sight, U-notch rear sight. There are options with the Echelon series, different ways you can go. Adaptive grip texturing feels great on the hand. not overly aggressive, but a nice medium for those who carry it. Won't rub up and rash the body at all. Has a pick rail right there and a squared off trigger guard, undercut there with a excellent trigger. My goodness, I love the way this shoots, even dry firing. Now check out that reset. That is extremely short for a striker fire handgun. That is short. Mimics the full size. And it also has ambidextrous controls. We can see the slide stop there, the magazine release. All right. And you look at the right side of the handgun, slide stop there, and a magazine release. That's not stiff at all. Sometimes a new handgun, it'll be super stiff. This is left-handed friendly all day long. It is also modular. They have what they call a central operating group that allows various frame sizes. Okay, you can take the trigger chassis out, switch it out, get that perfect frame size for you. I like this right out of the box. They now make the frames in flat dark earth and OD green. They have threaded barrels. They really expanded the options with the Echelon series. It's a series, and the compact definitely didn't skimp out. Now we're looking at an MSRP of $679, which you consider everything you get with it. I think it's a great price. Of course, you could choose so many different optic footprints to work with this. Let's go ahead and compare these now, and we'll work from the bottom on up. The Echelon 4.0 has a 15 round and a 18 round mag. Very nice. The XD Mod.3 has one 16 round mag. So you have to give it to the Echelon. You get 2 mags and one is 18 rounds. Both have 4-inch barrels. So we won't see any great difference there. The grip texturing, both very user friendly. I have to give it to the Echelon 4.0 compact. I love the adaptive grip texturing. I just think it's so nice. This isn't bad either, though. It does have the grip safety. I really don't have an opinion on there. Some people say, you know, that's not necessary. I don't think it matters. It forces a high grip on the handgun. In terms of the controls, well, you can see that the XD Mod.3 has an ambi mag release and a single-sided left side slide stop, as where the Echelon 4.0 compact has a full ambidextrous handgun. Slide serrations, I'm going to give this one a draw. I love the trench cut, but I can operate this just as easy. In terms of the trigger, well, both are flat face triggers. Both are very nice. I love the XD triggers. The XDM, the XDM Elite triggers, no problem there. But when they came out with the Echelon, there's something about that is just so nice. Probably the nicest trigger that would compare to a 1911. I don't say that lightly at all. The Echelon C, sterling steel case, 115 grain, rather cheap stuff. But let's see how it does. Here we have a weight difference. It's just a heavier handgun, and that's why I went with a larger optic, because I have no intention of carrying this. I know some people would. I know some people would and have been for years. But if I were to carry, I'd certainly go with the 4.0 compact. The Echelon, it just is a lighter gun. Let's take a look at the internals. Verified, unloaded. With the slide lock back, I'm taking this lever, pushing it upward. Drop the slide, pull the trigger, and off comes the slide from the frame. Dual captive recoil spring, 4-inch barrel. Simple disassemble and cleaning process, always has been. I love what they did with the Echelon 4.0 compact. With the slide lock back, verified unloaded, just take this lever, push it down, drop the slide, and then it just comes off, just like that. Here we have a single captive recoil spring, 4-inch barrel, just as easy, maybe a little bit easier. Definitely has the cool factor. And then reassemble, you just put it back on, lock the slide back, there you go. Have to give it to the Echelon 4.0 compact with disassemble. Both compact size handguns, both flat face triggers, both work extremely well, very reliable. A little shorter and lighter trigger pull with the Echelon 4.0 compact, no argument with that. Real happy with what they did there. The optic system, well, I have to give it to the VIS because that amount of optics you could put on there is a huge advantage. What is also advantage with the XD Mod 3 is the plate system. You can see there's a plate under there. The user will purchase this handgun, then also, if you go with an optic, you have to purchase a plate from the Springfield store. Can you believe that plate is 25 bucks? Where can you find an optic plate, not a plastic one either, that's an all steel plate, for 25 bucks? And in that case, you have a multitude of optics you could choose from as well. But most manufacturers will sell for 50 bucks plus. This is 25 bucks. So it remains budget priced. Incredible deal. Both these are great. If I had to choose one, well, I gave more check marks to the Echelon 4.0 compact. I'm just a huge fan of the Echelons. I can't say enough about them. However, if I was hurting for cash or I didn't have money coming out of my pocket, falling out, if I just wanted another handgun, if I just wanted something that could get the job done in a fashion that is loaded with features, I would, and I have told people, go with the XD Mod 3. You cannot go wrong. This thing offers everything that a shooter wants for an awesome handgun. But the price, you have to give it to the XD Mod 3. Both great handguns. I enjoyed comparing them. I enjoyed shooting them side by side. And I will say, the user can't go wrong with either. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.